Our Product of the Year is the world's largest consumer voted award for product innovation. Established 25 years ago in France, Product of the Year currently operates in 28 countries. With me tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is Pritesh Suraj, who's the CEO and Chief Innovation Analyst of Product of the Year in South Africa. He was instrumental in bringing this arm of the company to South Africa, and they are working hard every year promoting you, South African entrepreneurs, to create your own products. Welcome to the show.
Good evening. Thanks for having me here.
What is Product of the Year?
So Product of the Year is the world's largest organization dedicated to recognizing and rewarding consumer innovation. I think too often we wait for companies to advertise to us and tell us that the products are great. We go to the consumer and we get consumer insight to try and understand the best new products, and then we go to consumers and highlight this so consumers can know if they buy a Product of the Year voted product, they're buying a product that their peers have chosen as the best.
And how's your process? Do you guys have like people all over the country, or you take a certain number of people that represent different segmentations, and I don't know, how do you guys do it?
So here's the boring part, and boring is good sometimes. So what we do is we take a very scientific approach. So we do a representative sample of the entire South African population, and we go to them every single year using the world's largest research company, Nielsen, and they do one-on-one, face-to-face interviews with average people in their homes, in their kitchens, in their lounges, and say, hey, this is great new product. What do you think about this? Is it delivering on the needs? Do you find it innovative? Is it adding value to your life? And at the end of that process, we tabulate these thousands and thousands of results, and we're able to say which is the best new product in maybe an energy drink, or a mobile phone, or it could be as simple as a lotion or a shampoo or whatever else it may be.
And do you find that, I know you guys have been advocating for a lot of people to create South African products,
yes.
Do you find there's not enough South African products?
Yeah, and that's what bugs me quite a bit, and is a big challenge as well, is that we're a great nation with innovative minds, but we're a net consumer, which I can't understand. So we're very happy to go out there and buy products from a global market, but we don't want to create our own and make a difference in South Africa. Now, I studied archaeology, which I know it's very different for somebody who's in marketing consumer goods, but the reality is one of the things that I learned is that, from the past, people who do not leave a legacy will not have a story to tell in the future. And that's what we're doing right now.
Say that again, sorry?
So people who do not have a legacy will not have a story in the future.
Lovely.
Yes, and that's the challenge we have right now, is because, when people go up as archaeologists and they dig up all these products and they have a look at it, they understand what the society looks like. I'm scared that someday in the future, 1,000 or 2,000 years from now, people are going to come back and look at South Africa and dig down, and what they're going to find? An American society or a Western Europeanized society. But we're not going to have our story left there for generations.
What industries have had a lot of products growing over the past few years in South Africa?
For South Africa and South African products, I love the fast-moving consumer goods industry. This is an area where lots of people are going to and where lots of people are innovating, which is great. And we support these different companies, everything from beauty care to food and beverage products. We're seeing a lot more South African products. Still not enough, because a lot of people are tending towards global products, but they are coming in slowly. What excites me though is that I'm slowly seeing technology products where South African manufacturers are saying, we're willing to take a risk and get into technology. We're willing to start a business dedicated to laptops or tablets and mobile phones.
And what are some of the things that you guys look at when you're judging a product?
So key thing is satisfaction. Does this product actually deliver on the promises? But how many times have we looked at ads, and in that ad, what happens is they promise you the earth, the sky, and the moon, and then you use that product and you go, I'm disappointed. So that's what we call winning at the second moment of truth. Winning at the first moment is when you look at the product and say, I'm willing to go out and buy the product. Second moment of truth is when you're willing to taste it and use it. And when people are using it, they're not really satisfied. So we make sure that, one, people are satisfied. We make sure that there's a general appeal where people look at it and go, yes, this is a product I want to try. And very importantly, innovation. And innovation is not invention. It's not about going and creating something new. But it's about saying, I've had a look at the market, I've looked at the products, and I'm willing to improve on it and make a step change that will improve society and improve my community.
You're in South Africa right now, you're in 28 countries. Any plans of moving to the rest of the continent?
Yes, so South Africa was the first market, as you mentioned. It was something I brought here purely because Product of the Year even didn't exist yet, and I think we need this more than the Americans or the British. But what has happened since then is we've now launched in Tunisia, we're looking at launching in Nigeria and Kenya. So it's kind of like that spark. We come here and it's difficult, I think, at the start because we're dealing with people who are sitting in Western Europe and trying to explain to them that our innovation levels and what we're trying to do is very different from what they consider innovation. What they may love in Europe is not what we as Africans love. So we've been doing a bit of education on the global level. They've suddenly realized that we've got fantastic products. So for me, an amazing product was a 2-minute maize meal that you could use to make pap. I mean, why is it that, to somebody sitting in Paris, they may not realize why a 2-minute maize meal is amazing, but in an African continent, when you have a mom who's working a full-time job and she goes home and reaches home at 7 p.m., spending 2 minutes to create pap is better than spending 30 minutes. That gives her like 28 minutes to spend with her family, prepare for the next day. So we've been educating them about it. We do have great products. People may not look at it as great products when they're looking at it with European eyes, but what we're doing is we're ensuring that they look at it with African eyes and understand that these are products that are making a difference in our continent and improving the lives that are out there.
Well, I love that. And before I let you go, how do people get in touch with Product of the Year?
Very simple. You can search for us on Facebook, search for Product of the Year, or go to www.productoftheyear.co.za. All of our contact details are there, and get in touch and show us what you want out there. Let us go and fight for your rights with the manufacturers and get great products for South Africans.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chief Innovation Analyst of Product of the Year. He's an amazing guy because they recognize excellence. And I love the fact that they've just launched in Africa and they're here to recognize black excellence, white excellence, just excellence.